Again, this is fairly easy to realize because we already have a template up here. So again, we have an index into the list of saved commands, which we call saved command index. So at this moment, we are in replay mode. And while we are in replay mode, the original input command function should no longer be called. All the commands should now come from the saved commands in here. Let's see how this works. And we get the same set of commands now being read from the saved commands variable. In a real program that is outside of the web page, one would now go and store the saved commands content permanently, say in a file for recording, and for replaying, one would read this from a file. For programs that take text-based commands, recording and replaying input is fairly easy to realize. However, as it comes to reproducing graphical user interaction, it becomes hard to decide what kind of events to record and to replay. Suppose you have a graphical user interface for a web browser. You have a capture replay tool that interposes itself between the user and the program and stores all events coming from the user in an event log such that they can be later replayed. The problem is, what is the abstraction level you're going to choose for your events? You could, for instance, go and record mouse clicks together with the coordinates of the mouse pointer. This is fairly easy to record. So for instance, you could go and click here on search at the position, say 100x and 300y. Or you could enter some text while the cursor is in the position 250. Or click here on the file menu or here down on this roll down menu. And of course, all of these then go into the event log. The problem is that for replaying, you need to have the exact same position of every element at the very same position on the screen. Now suppose your screen resolution changes or the font size changes. Then some of the elements will still be more or less in their original positions, but others won't. Meaning that your mouse click, which has previously activated a particular button on the screen, will no longer work. Likewise, if the position of some elements change, then as well the recorded events will no longer work. Also, timing can become an issue. Suppose you recorded a click on this drop-down menu, and half a second later, when the drop-down menu appeared, you clicked on one of the elements in here. So far, so good. This is what you recorded. But now when you're replaying, and in particular when you're replaying something from a web page, it may be that there's delays, and the drop-down menu will not appear on time. And then you'd be clicking somewhere completely different when replaying the recorded events, which stipulate that after half a second you'd click in this very position. Finally, of course, the program itself may change. If the search button is moved from down here to up here, then again, replaying the event log based on absolute coordinates will click in the wrong position.